Hi there. I'm wondering if you're like Cindy. Are you a landlord who hasn't declared their rental property for whatever reason? And there are lots of reasons as to why landlords have not declared their rental properties. And does Cindy sound just like you? So Cindy's a lady who came to us 2 years ago now, and she had a problem. Well, actually, she had a couple of problems. But the biggest problem she had is she's had one of those horrible letters from HMRC saying, "We got you." Oh, yes, they had caught her well and truly because she'd made quite a few different mistakes. Her first mistake was that she had thought, as a landlord, that when she rented out the property, that because the rent that she was paying to another landlord was actually more than the rent that she was receiving as a landlord, that she basically had no tax to pay. She hadn't really thought at all that the fact that basically it was an income source. But when any landlord receives any income for rent from somebody else, whether it's family member or not, that is taxable income. Doesn't matter whether you make a profit or a loss, it's still taxable income. So that was the first mistake that Cindy made. The second mistake that Cindy made was that she decided to call HMRC and tell them about it because she'd found out that she should have been declaring her rental property. So she rang up whole HMRC. She said, "Hi HMRC, I've just found out that I should have been declaring my rental property." "Oh, that's okay," said HMRC. "Let's get you in the system. When did you start?" So Cindy gave them a date that was just after the last 6th of April, knowing full well that that was not true. She knew that, but she thought, well, let's get me in the system. It's okay. At least once I'm in the system, it'll all work out all right. So that was the second mistake that Cindy made. So HMRC quite rightly registered her from the current tax year and just put her into the self-assessment system. Until a few months later, HMRC added up for two different things and thought, hold on a sec, you've had this property for 15 years. Now, sometimes people live in a property and then they rent it out. That's not a problem. You're allowed to live in your own property. That's okay. The problem is when you rent it out. And Cindy had rented it out through an agent, so HMRC could double check their records. Yeah. And they found out that Cindy hadn't been renting it just from last year. She'd been renting it for quite a few years now. So that's when the inquiry division came into it. So the problem is when you get one of these HMRC letters from the inquiry division, you really don't want one. Honestly, they are not the best division to deal with. And already you are on the back foot because they found you. So the penalties are going to be higher. All right. So they found you, they're looking for bigger penalties. And so you're in the wrong place, really. Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, so that was the second mistake that Cindy made, that she thought she could get away with it, really, but she couldn't. All right, HMRC may take their time to catch people, but they will catch them in the end. All right, please be assured they will. So that was the second mistake that Cindy made. And the third mistake that Cindy made was that she gave us the figures for us to deal with, and we submitted all those figures correctly as she provided us with. And we saved her some more tax along the way with things that she hadn't thought to claim as well. And when the inquiry came back a few months later, because the letters take a short time with HMRC inquiry division, when it came back, she'd made a mistake. Oh yes, HMRC quite rightly asked for evidence of the income for a certain year from their agent that she was using. And their figures didn't agree. Wrong. One thing, please, when you finally get round to submitting your tax return and your accounts, please make sure everything's right. Honestly, it really does matter, because when you're in an inquiry as well, HMRC then asks for more information about a lot of other things, and that led to other things from there. But that's the bigger case study, so I'll talk to you about that another day. But for now, just please, if you're a landlord, and if you don't think you should be declaring your property, you do. All right. If you have found out that you should be declaring your property, please tell them from the right date. Get into the Let Property campaign. It's much better for you definitely. Just not just the penalties, but just the stress amount as well. The Let Property campaign is a lot less difficult to deal with. All right, they've got a much better system, and they're less likely to inquire and ask for all of your receipts and things like that. So try and get into the Let Property campaign as soon as you can. All right. So Marslands, we specialise in the Let Property campaign. We specialise in helping landlords as well. So if you're a landlord and you think, where do I go from here? Then please feel free to contact us. On average, we save landlords £6,000. So, and our best saving so far is over £200,000. So it's a lot of money that we can be helping saving you. So yes, you might have to pay us a fee, but we earn it. That's why we have a success guarantee. So if we don't save you more than what you pay us, you don't pay us that much. Simple. So if you're a landlord looking to come clean, then please feel free to contact Marslands. Use our website at marslands.co.uk or email us admin@marslands.co.uk. Or give us a call and we will help you on the next stage of your journey with the Let Property campaign. Helping landlords one step at a time. Time to shine.